So, do you want to play the clarinet? Maybe this video will help. I'm going to start at what I think is the beginning for a person who wants to play the clarinet. The City of Seattle Parks Department busking program asked me if I wanted to make this video while the parks are trying to stay uncrowded. Maybe you are looking for something new to try. What makes me think I am qualified to help in this way? Well, my name is Benson. I've been trying to play the clarinet for about 50 years on and off. I am quite the complete unknown. Don't worry, I have a day job. So, not so much in the way of qualifications. I can give you a few ideas, but mainly it's up to you. You've got to want to do it. Do it. I think the best way to get along with this human world is to gather your thoughts until you have something to say and then find a way to say it. So maybe playing music will help. If not, keep trying. They say the journey is the destination. First, get a clarinet. I recommend getting a used one listed on eBay as being in good playing condition. You really shouldn't have to spend more than $100 if you don't want to. Of course, if there's money burning a hole in your pocket, the sky's the limit. Avoid what my friend Bernice calls clarinet-shaped objects. Well-known brands like Yamaha, Selmer, or Buffet are usually a good bet. Nobody is paying me to endorse anything, so I won't. When you get your horn, get someone who already plays the clarinet to try it out and tell you if it works or if you should send it back. Now, to prevent germs, especially now, right? Do this. Wash the mouthpiece with soap and water. You can use a toothbrush. Isolate the horn for 24 hours between users. And don't share reeds. Buy a new one for yourself and one for your friend. So, here's your new, to you, clarinet. And the first part of playing it is putting the thing together. Put your case on a table, not your lap. Open the case. The handle side of the case should usually be on the bottom, so you don't dump the pieces everywhere. There's cork grease. It's like lip balm. You put a little on the cork, smear it around, and wipe your finger off on something. This helps the pieces fit together easily. If they fit too loose or too tight, send it back or get it fixed. First, put the bell on the lower joint with a slight twisting motion. Hold the lower joint with your fingers on the pad cups down by the fatter end and avoid bending the keys. Next, attach the lower and upper joints, but look out for the bridge keys. These connect the action between the left and right hand keys and the upper and lower joints. Make sure you are raising the bridge key on the upper joint by holding it with your fingers, pushing the ring keys down. And don't raise the bridge key on the lower joint. Hold it the same way as before. Twist the pieces slightly as you put them together so that you don't crunch the bridge keys into anything, and so that the upper joint bridge key goes over the lower joint bridge key. Now you can attach the barrel. It only goes on one way. And now you can twist the mouthpiece onto the barrel so that the reed table is in line with the octave key and the thumb key on the upper joint. And then you have done it. The finger holes should all be in a line along the top of the horn. Alright, now comes the crucial reed installation part. Don't worry, you got this. Easier the more you do it, and it doesn't take as long as you think. Remove the reed from its case. The reed is delicate and must remain undamaged unless you are a truly punk clarinet player. Moisten the reed in your mouth for a half a minute. Here is a diagram of the anatomy of the reed. The tip of the reed is especially important to preserve because that makes it easier to play the clarinet. I recommend starting with a number 2 reed and a good quality beginner's mouthpiece. There is a lot of web info about this, or you can just get a Yamaha 4C and call it good. No endorsement, but a 4C comes cheap with a minimum amount of hogwash about how magically wonderful it is and a price to match. Put the reed on the mouthpiece table very straight and even, with just a tiny bit of the mouthpiece tip showing from under the end of the reed. Put the ligature, that's the clamp that holds the reed on, carefully over this combo and tighten it on, but not with all your strength. Checking the reed placement as you do this. The ligature should be on top of the bark part, the outside part of the reed. Doing this accurately will help your playing a lot. There, the reed is on. Now put your right thumb under the thumb rest on the underside of the lower joint, and put your lower lip over your lower teeth, the reed on your lower lip. Rest your upper teeth on the beak of the mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece you should seal with the rest of your face, and then gently create a steady flow of air through the horn. Don't cover any of the keys yet. Blow for a while. If you like, make a game out of how long you can blow. That note you just played is called a G. If you have a regular B-flat soprano clarinet, that same pitch on a piano or a guitar is called an F. Go figure. Play it again. Love it. Love that G. Now you are ready to start experimenting with embouchure, which is the French word for where the mouthpiece is in your mouth and how you hold it with your mouth and how you blow in order to get the tone you want. The possibilities are many and some are terrifying. Another cool thing you can get off the internet is a fingering chart. Here is that G that you just played on the fingering chart. Try some notes that are nearby and check them off once you get them to come out. Fun! Another fun game is the tuning game. You can get a tuner app on your phone or get an actual tuner gizmo and find out when you are blowing a pitch in tune. Spend time at this game. It is so much handier of a skill than Minesweeper or Angry Birds. Being able to play in tune will make it much nicer when you are playing with other people. Tonguing is a part of articulation, which is a word for how notes are made by the mouth with its embouchure. When you stop the flow of air with your tongue, the note starts up quickly when the tongue suddenly releases that air pressure back into the horn. Try it. Blow a lot, all kinds of ways. The saying goes, blow more, suck less. This means you will get better the more you try, especially if you listen to the sounds you are making. Sometimes you will wince, but sometimes it will feel very, very good. Think of a song you like and learn to play it. If you can hum a tune, you can eventually find it on the horn. Old MacDonald, happy birthday. Smoke on the water. In heaven there is no beer. Seven Nation Army. The possibilities are endless. Improvise on these tunes and you will learn about the scales and chord progressions that they are made of. There is a ton of advice on the internet on how to play, so don't stop with this video. Advice like, play to the space you are in and listen to the echoes. Dance along, even if it is only tapping your foot. This will help you keep a steady tempo. Shrug out the best parts of the tones. And let that sound come from your armpits too. Share. Sweep the notes to a spot in front of you. Hold on tight to the horn so it doesn't float away. That's one of my favorites. Play with other musicians whenever you can. With proper social distancing, of course. Go and listen to live music. Observe the musicians closely and encourage them, also from a safe distance. Beware that moist air coming out of a hard-working musician. Good luck in your wonderful new obsession. tired, stop. Yeah, and take off your reed. Unscrew that ligature. Take off the reed, dry it, put it in the case to protect the tip. Take off the mouthpiece. Get your swab. Dangle the end down into the bell and all the way through the horn, and then holding it by the barrel, pull that swab on through the horn. And then you're ready to take it apart and put it gently back into the case. Remember to watch out for the bridge keys when you're pulling that apart. And you're done. Run the swab through the mouthpiece as well, and that will make your mouthpiece clean. And if you always brush your teeth before you play and swab it out after, then you will never get stanky brown sludge in your clarinet, and you will remain marriageable. And you can pat yourself on the back. Good job.